So a new discovery.
Antarctica.
Advanced Antarctica.
Climate crisis. Penguins.
It's cold, Basil. It's cold. Antarctica, go first.
Snowstorm. Antarctica. Ice scientists are penguins.
Antarctica, they're opening the abyss.
They're opening the abyss, Gons, and this is a trippy one. This is a website called antarcticajournal.com, and I imagine that this was created by some sort of artificial intelligence after the lizard person signal went out that the brainwashing needs to continue. But antarcticajournal.com has a headline here. Came out yesterday. Antarctica castle discovered. A castle. Now, this article, this is a weird outlet because they have star ratings where you can rate the article at the top. And is rated 4.5 stars out of 5 with 2 votes. Can I vote?
Yeah.
I just
I'll vote
voted.
too, but
there we go. I gave it 5 stars. I might change that a little later.
I'm going to refresh.
It's not letting me change my vote, so I might...
3 votes! 4.75. Okay, let me vote, and then I'll...
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Well, let me just read it first.
Yeah, let's figure it out. I was a little hasty there. I shouldn't have cast my vote. Antarctica castle discovered. Satellites have revealed that there may be a Mota and Bailey castle.
Isn't it moat?
That's not how you spell moat.
I know it's not,
language
but maybe,
that I know. I was wondering if Moat and Bailey. Just search. Would you do a quick search? Moat and Bailey Castle.
Yeah.
In the ice cap of Antarctica, it shows an Antarctica castle Antarctica castle-shaped formation that is about 400 feet across and could be man-made in the deepest outreaches of Antarctica.
So, Moat and Bailey Castle is a European fortification with a wooden or stone keep situated on a raised area of ground called a moat. Yeah,
yes, there we go. Okay, so they're claiming to have found a castle, European-style castle in Antarctica, in the deepest outreaches. Civilizations may have lived in the polar region many years before the actual discovery in the 1800s. Humans may have habituated in the early 1500s.
Habituated, huh?
Habituated. They made a habit. Not habitated. They have made a habit of building castles in Antarctica. Now, Gons.
Yeah.
If this is true, and look, someone who may not know much about Antarctica or even just be as obsessed as we are on this show or just read as much. Look, for a non-Antarctican professional, we read more about Antarctica than...
I read an article every day about
any person.
Every single day I'm looking at articles.
Paid, not with like astrobiologist in their name or geobiologist or something like that. We have to be the world's... I will say top 100. I'll be generous. We're in the world's top 100 of Antarctica news readers. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
And you make that publicly. You say not just reading, but presenting on Antarctica.
Analyzing.
We are thinkers, public thinkers. We are, I'd say, I would feel comfortable saying top 50 easy.
Well, the number's shrinking.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Top 50 in public Antarctica news analysts. This is, if true, the biggest piece of news that completely spins everything we know about Antarctica onto its head.
Or affirms all of the theories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this goes against every piece of known Antarctic history. And it's some bot on some junky website. Oh, yeah, we found a castle, and I think they habituated since the 1500s. A European-style castle. Let's continue. Some believe that the structure may have been constructed during the wind. During the wind and heavy snowfalls, instead by humans.
Wait.
Oh.
Are they saying
Okay.
wind and snow did it, or
Again, it is completely
that word
opaque.
"by" is messing me up?
We are looking through a glass darkly, Gons, as to what this article is exactly trying to say. There's a castle there, and people may have been there since the 1500s. I mean, we're straight up talking about Watcher on the Wall, Night's Watch, what is that show called? Game of Thrones style castle in Antarctica. Or
Frozen.
some believe that the structure may have been constructed during the wind and heavy snowfalls instead by humans. Scientists may have discovered a natural phenomenon that they call sastruga. A sastruga builds structures by the direction and strength of the winds and rarely show up in an oval shape like the one found on the satellite image. While this Antarctica castle discovery may not be the first structure to raise questions on when humans first were living in this region, they have also found a pyramid shape showing through the snow. More research is needed to come to a final decision on when humans really inhabited the area. So they found this on satellite. Okay. Nobody's been here yet. But my gosh.
5 stars.
Dr. Ash, 5 star. This is a 5-star article. Dr. Ash, if one of these ding-dang Antarctica scientists doesn't get on their little snowmobile and take a little jaunt over to this castle and solve this mystery of mysteries, my head is going to explode.
You might find some dark energy.
Feed me all of your dark energy.
You know,
Dr. Ash.
you think this would be a problem. So to catch anybody up, we've been examining Antarctica and its role in the New World Order 2.0, the ideological colonization of Antarctica, making it a utopia for the woke, a safe space for all that are not white. That's why they call it the Great White Desert. The luxury accommodations for rich white people to come bring their money, the climate change focus, everything about Antarctica. And if you're wondering, what in the world is this Muppet man talking about? You go back, you go to Canary Cry Clips, you just search Antarctica on the Canary Cry Clips channel, dozens of videos, dozens of articles, dozens of analyses to what I'm saying here. The idea that a European castle was built in the 1500s would absolutely destroy what they are trying to do in Antarctica. Antarctica is the one place not colonized by the white pigs, the
white
Christian
pigs, that's right.
oppressors.
Yeah.
And that is why it is sort of spiritually chosen to be the new utopia, the heaven on earth for the secular humanists. But if they found a preserved monument to white colonization in the middle of the white desert of Antarctica, I don't know what they'd do. I think that there'd be some massive problems with what they're trying to do down there. What do you think?
I think we are loved by AntarcticaJournal.com for being half the votes.
Well, they
on
knew.
this article.
Yeah, they knew that we would rate this. The Vegan777, funny history joke here. They built the castle to protect them from ice Muslims. Crusade joke, anybody? Come on now. That's funny. Yeah. Hilarious. I don't know if this is being reported anywhere else. I'm assuming not. There's also an extra layer to this where if it was created just by wind and snow, and you look at it, those who are just listening, it's a satellite image. You're looking down, you can clearly see like walls and chambers, double like layered walls in a circle that are also sort of bisected. I mean, it literally looks like you're looking down on a castle with a courtyard and defense ramparts.
Oh, wow.
And things like that.
I'm discovering that this story is at least 5 years old.
Oh, good.
I'm looking at because I did recognize this picture, but I didn't do the digging at the time.
You're finding it reported other places, and Antarctica Journal just got an AI to steal it and publish it yesterday.
Yeah, here's express.co.uk. The headline is from it's from January 9th, 2017. And it says, what is this fort doing in Antarctica? Moat and Bailey Castle remains emerge from ice cap.
Oh.
So it was reported back then.
But I'm assuming they concluded that it was, it's just the wind.
I don't know.
Maybe it's the Nazis. The Nazis loved castles. People forgot about this. Ever heard of the Eagle's Nest? The big fans of castles. This was the cold Eagle's Nest. The Eagle's refrigerator.
I have stuff popping up. Okay, hold on. The website is giving me problems.
That's okay. So, you just handle your problems, and I'll keep rambling about the Nazis in Antarctica. Is there a UFO parked underneath? Nobody will know, ever. Surely somebody has visited physically this formation. So here's the other layer I was talking about. If it was created by wind and snow, creating sort of an architectural marvel, it is also a very interesting narrative for the idea of life forming out of nothing. Against creationism, because of course there's lots of talk of, something so complex as, I don't know, a Moat and Bailey Castle could not be constructed out of simple wind and snowfall out of nowhere. You need an architect, you need a creator to build such a marvelous piece. But if they're like, nope, just the wind made a castle, and no
the wind made my watch too. Some wind and snow made my airplane.
Right. Sure. You put enough snowflakes and enough wind,
even enough time,
on
and
an infinite amount of typewriters, and they will. Yeah. You get the joke.
Speaking of supercomputers in Antarctica, I have this real quick here from phys.org. The headline here, this is from today. Headline, simulations
allegedly from today.
Yeah, allegedly from today. Simulations show Antarctica's only insect is at risk due to global warming.
Oh, simulations. Good.
Simulations.
A computer model. Yeah. It's funny. If only they were sending any, I don't know, scientists to Antarctica to find the physical evidence.
Yeah. Yes, there's the bar. Yeah.
What is the only insect? Is it the giant crab spider thing?
I was thinking
I would be fine. I would be fine if that one. I'll keep driving my F-150 if it means that spider dies.
There's only one insect native to Antarctica, the tiny Antarctic midge.
Oh, midges, you can't say that. That's not very woke.
Midges are small, two-winged flies that typically live in swampy places. The midges of Antarctica have lost their ability to fly and have developed other features to live in a cold environment.
Little snowshoes. Little hats and scarves.
Building moats and...
They've built a castle.
They built a castle. For the Nazis. Show is falling off the rails. Their life cycle is just 2 years, and most of that time is spent in one of its 4 larval stages. The larvae live in moist,
I don't care.
Getting hit in the
this.
face with a balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
all right. Keep an eye out.
Simulations.
Keep an eye out on the support page, folks, for the babysitter fund.
Sure.
It will become a very special account that will go to the babysitter.
We'll have a special button. We got one more here about Antarctica. This is travelagentcentral.com. Keep all your travel agents informed.
Agent Central.
2 crystal ships arrested. Crystal Endeavor sails from Argentina.
Crystal ships.
Yeah,
It's like the Crystal Skull. Oh, Crystal Cruises.
The drama surrounding Crystal Cruises continues. Both Crystal Symphony and Crystal Serenity were reportedly arrested off Freeport in the Bahamas, according to several reputable cruise maritime sources.
Okay.
The ships were arrested. The people on there were fine.
What does the ship being arrested mean?
Well, let me just see here. The recording said, quote, the ship has been placed. The captain played this announcement to crew aboard and about the arrest. It said, quote, the ship has been placed under arrest by the local authorities over some unpaid bills. And as bad as it sounds, it's actually quite a good thing that that's happened. We've been told that this will not affect any personnel movement, so the crew movement and crew sign-offs can still go on as planned, and we have in process of preparing this. So this is unfortunate news, but this is actually quite expected.
Yeah. Well, if you owe enough money to get your cruise ship arrested, I'm sure you were expecting this, Captain.
In late January, Peninsula Petroleum Far East told a U.S. federal court that Crystal's parent company, Genting Hong Kong, owes a $3.4 million fuel bill for both Crystal Cruises and Star Cruises. Oh. That resulted in a federal judge issuing a U.S. arrest warrant for the ship when it returns to the U.S.
Interesting.
Arrest the ship! I just think it's interesting and fun.
Yeah,
that they're
I love
ships.
This story. What does this have to do with Antarctica?
Crystal Endeavor, the line's new expedition ship, docked in Ushuaia, Argentina on Thursday, is scheduled at the end of a 19-night Antarctica voyage.
There it is.
Guests disembarked. So here it is. They go to Antarctica and then they get arrested. What do you think? Do you think maybe they're looting?
Nobody's got jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Somebody have jurisdiction in Antarctica? Who would arrest them in Antarctica? The ice police?
And Ushuaia being one of the ports.
Yes,
right?
The gateway city.
The gateway city to Antarctica. So why are they being arrested there? Interesting. So anyway, that's just fun.
Hold on. I'm looking at. Did they go? So they went to Ushuaia, or they got arrested? This was a separate arrest.
This is the Crystal Endeavor. So that's one of the ships, Crystal Endeavor, the line's new expedition ship, docked in Ushuaia, Argentina on Thursday, scheduled at the end of a 19.
It was the other ship.
Voyage.
This ship got arrested in Ushuaia.
Yeah. So one of them. There's 2 ships that were arrested: the Crystal Symphony and the Crystal Serenity. Oh, this is a third one, I guess. Crystal Endeavor. So Crystal. This is
a good tip. If anybody's planning a cruise anytime soon, pick a company that is paying their fuel bills.
Yeah. You don't want to run into some trouble.
This is an interesting website. This
Travel Agent Central.
No, cruisemapper.com.
Oh, Cruise Mapper. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's a good one to keep track of where all the cruises are.
You can see where all the cruises are.